This is Luke with Hamilton RV. I'll be doing a demo of the 27 BHB J-Feather. Starting here, furnace vent. That blows hot air out when it's running, so just keep that in mind with tables and chairs. This is your cable satellite input. If you decide to put a TV out here, your coax hook up and then the power, plug your TV in. Wheel bearings on this unit should be repacked every 2 years or 10,000 miles, whichever comes first. I'm talking a total teardown at 2 years too. The grill, you got these two locks. These are pushed down to, once it's out, you got to push them, push it down to unlock them, okay. This refrigerator is strictly 110 power, so you got to be plugged in order for that to work. Your camper's got to be plugged in, I should say. You do got outside radio speakers, you can adjust off the radio inside. And then this awning, to adjust the pitch, you just pull these down. Both irons are the same, so that'll adjust your pitch. Just make sure you put them back up straight when you're done. Stabilizing jacks are on all four corners and are only meant for stability. They're not meant to level this unit. So when you back into your campsite to level, you'll use your wheels for your side-to-side leveling, and then you'll use your tongue jack to get your front-to-back level. So once you get side-to-side level, you'll disconnect your tow vehicle. You're going to back onto blocking to get your side-to-side. Once you disconnect the tow vehicle, get your front-to-back level. Once that's set, then these jacks go down just to stabilize your camper from rocking and shaking. You should get on your roof 3 times a season to inspect anything that comes through that roof. You got what's called Dicor around all the plumbing, vents, anything that comes through that roof. Over time, that sealant gets hard from the sun baking it. And as it travels, it's rocking and flexing, and eventually it's going to crack. So once that happens, you want to clean it with an all-purpose cleaner, let it dry good, and then reapply that Dicor product right back over top of the old stuff. It'll self-level and fill them holes and voids in. You're also pre-wired for a backup camera. Remember the Furrion cameras? So basically, it's an observation camera. So as you travel down the road, that camera can be on, and you'll see what's going on behind you as you travel. The other cool thing with these is they actually come with side mount cameras you can purchase after you get the main camera set up. They'll go in place of your lights in the front, or your side marker lights on the front. And then you can actually have a camera that goes on the sides and off the back, so you can see all the way around you while you travel, which is kind of a cool setup. This is your outside shower. Not a lot to tell you there. It's just an outside shower. There's a hose, hot and cold line. City water connection. If you hook up to that, water pressure regulator is something I always recommend. You're good for 50 pounds of water pressure on a camper. That's why I recommend a water pressure regulator. You want to regulate that water pressure coming in your camper so you don't exceed that 50 pounds that you're rated for. 30 amp power supply on this. This is your cord. There's roughly 25 to 30 feet of cord here. I always recommend extra power cord. You can't go wrong being able to plug them in. So if you get extra cord, it just makes it so that you can plug in when you're at other sites. You know, every camper, every campsite are laid out differently. I'd also recommend an RV surge protector for this unit. Any camper for that matter anymore. They're all made with so many little electronics in them. It only takes one thing to fry your camper and cause havoc. So surge protection is definitely something I like to recommend. Water heater. This is an anode rod, so this is actually here designed to, this is going to pit, it's going to look horrible. Once you get down to that wire, you see that 1/8 inch wire in the center, the outside coating on this is going to deteriorate. Once that deteriorates, it's time to replace. That is the drain plug. It goes in there and tightens up. 1 1/16 socket fits that. These also have an electric switch out here, and I like to leave them on the on position. You got to switch outside and on the inside. They both have to be on in order for that to work on the electric side. This here's a pressure relief valve. This will relieve the pressure from the system before you pull your drain plug. Like I said, any water that sits in this tank for too long gets stagnant, still start to stink. So make sure you drain this tank between camping trips. And as far as turning on the gas and electric, it's all done on the inside. This here's a tank flush valve. So basically the way this works, you got a black and a gray and a gray. So it's black, gray, gray. So what you're going to do is you're going to hook up your sewer hose, and I always recommend a clear fitting on your sewer hose, and then you're going to pull the black tank and let it empty first. Once that tank's empty, you're going to take the hose at the dump station that they have there, and you're going to bring it back up and you'll hook it up to this tank flush valve, turn on the water. We'll let that run until you got clean water coming through your sewer hose. That's why you want a clear fitting. Once you got clean water, then obviously you close that black tank up and pull both your gray valves. It just kind of helps rinse your sewer hose and stuff out, gets rid of the nasty. This here, slide bulb seal, sweep seal. I do recommend the spray and conditioner. They clean, condition, and put a UV protection on them seals so they don't dry out and crack. Slide covers are also something I'd like to recommend. A slide cover on here is like pretty much an awning that goes over top of that slide rim. It stops that from any leaves, sticks, nuts from collecting on top of that roof. It makes it so that you don't have to get up there every time to sweep that off. And also remember that whatever falls up there, you know, that is flat, like I just said. So when it rains out, even if you close up, whatever water's on the roof, you take inside. So I just like to just to let everybody know that slide covers are nice because it actually rolls that water off and helps shed that water from the roof so it doesn't pond up there. It also gets rid of the leaves, the sticks, the nuts, any of that stuff, so you don't have to get up there and sweep it every time. So it's definitely something I like to recommend. This is actually set up for a Solaris slide topper, so that's something that we generally have to order. So if you guys are interested, let me know right away, and that way I can get them on order. Maybe we can have them on before you pick up. Slide rails need lubrication 3 times a season as well. Just a slide out lube or a dry lube on there. Fresh water tank. You'll fill this tank, run off your on-demand pump. If you're going to rustic camp or go to a state park that don't have water, that's where you're going to get it from. You're going to fill that tank and run off that pump inside. Let's see. Battery disconnect switch right here. That disconnects the battery from the camper so that your camper don't have your battery drain dead when it's sitting in your driveway or in storage. You get about 4 days, that battery will die all by itself. You got stuff hardwired to the 12-volt side that just has a draw on that battery and it'll kill it. And actually, I believe this has a 12-volt fridge, which makes this go even faster. You normally get about a day on a battery. So this is something I like to recommend. Regulator, this is for your propane. This is where you're going to switch from tank to tank. These will auto switch as well, and all that means is that both tanks are open. So draw from whatever tank it's pointing at first. Once this tank empties, it automatically starts pulling off the other tank. Okay, the downfall to that is you don't know when you're running out of gas, so I always like to recommend 1 tank at a time. This rubber cap will come off the power tongue jack. You can manually crank this up and down if you need to. Up, down switch, docking light on the front. Let's see, you got all these fancy blue lights on the front of this too. There and down there. And I believe it's going to be off of that switch in there, shuts all them lights off. So you got 10-foot sewer hose, the 30 amp to 110 adapter that comes in a convenience kit. Crank handles, this big one back here, that's going to be for your stabilizing jacks. This one here is going to be for your power tongue jack, and on the rest of this is hitch parts. We'll go over once you guys will see it on your hitch video. The awning, the top awning head, it's that rubber cap on top. That'll come out. That allows you to manually crank this awning in and out if you ever have an issue. You can actually pull that cap off, and I believe it's a 7/16 socket fits that you can run that in and out if need be. Fire extinguisher is right there to the left of the door, and that down there is your carbon monoxide LP detector. Up here we have your awning in and out. As you see, your awning comes in. Slide out in and out here. Living room lights, awning lights, water pump, and then the gas and the electric side. The gas and the electric side of your water heater. Sorry. And then this is all your monitor panel here. So you push the battery button, shows how your battery's charging. Because we're plugged in, it's low, fair, good, and charging on the battery side. Tanks are going to register empty to full the other way. Just push, push the tank, and they'll register. Let's see. Stovetop, sparker for the burners and the oven is all right here. For the oven, you're going to put it on the little flame, push the knob in, hold it, and then you're going to spark it until the oven pilot light lights. Once it's lit, it takes about 10 seconds to get a hold of the knob in. Once it's there that long let off, it should stay lit, then you can adjust it to whatever temp you were shooting for. That's lights just on the knobs, and that's oven light in knobs. This back here is a knife block. You can slip your knives in there so you don't got to worry about them falling all over in your drawers. Fuse panel down here, breaker box, fuses, all that stuff's in there. Fridge again, this is a 12-volt refrigerator. You got your off the grid setting. It is 12 volts, so it does drain your battery a lot. So if you guys are gonna go, I just think if you guys are rustic camping, I would definitely want to get a couple 6-volt batteries and run off 2 6-volt batteries instead of the one 12-volt. You're gonna last a lot longer. Probably, a good week on 2 6-volt batteries, where with one 12-volt battery, you might get a day out of it. Okay, so there's a huge time. This pulls down for the fan up here. You're going to rotate this. And with these, I always, and then you got your on-off switches here. These fans move a lot of air. Okay, and then you turn it, and then this knob pushes up, that locks that lid. With that fan there, I'd recommend a Maxxair 2 on there. Any vent covers in here. So you got that one there, and then you'll have this one here's a regular Maxxair in the bathroom. I don't know if there's one up front or not. Let's take a peek. Yeah, so you actually have 3 vents in here. This one you could do a Maxxair 1, Maxxair 2 in the kitchen living room area, and then a Maxxair 1 you can do in the bathroom. And the reason you need a Maxxair 2 here is because this is a power fan right here. It's got a high velocity. The more air you need the Maxxair 2 because it has more airflow. It allows more air through it. You don't burn up your fan motors. Where the other ones don't have that, just a regular Maxxair 1 is sufficient to, just enough to keep the vents open. You know, the vents are awesome, especially having 3 of them. If you can get 3 vent covers, man, it's the way to go, because the more airflow in here, the better for your camper. Airflow is gonna, you know, think of it like a house. Your house has roof vents in the roof to vent the heat and moisture out. That does the same thing for your RV. So if you can keep air moving through here, it keeps it cooler in here, it keeps the moisture down. Totally better all the way around. TV remote. Radio power buttons up here. You're going to turn it on and off, and then you got zones 1 and 2 is inside and outside speaker. This is going to do surround sound, probably, I'm assuming, through the TV. This will release the TV so that you can get back inside here. That's your cable, that's your antenna booster box there. So now you get all these cables back up here out of the way. Let's see, bathroom. You got a foot pedal on the toilet down there. You push it down a little bit, it puts water in the bowl. You push it all the way, it dumps right out. Shower. It's nice having the door in the bathroom too. This is going to be your radio remote. And these remotes will be with your bag. You're going to have a bag with all your goodies in it up here next to the microwave. Got keys, remote, whatever paper comes in the units in that bag. So, with all that said, I don't think I got anything else to go over, right? There's a few papers I give everybody. One is a 10% off parts card. Just give this to them. Parts, they give you 10% off whatever you're purchasing. This sheet here is a cheat sheet, has our phone number on it. If you got any questions or concerns, please give me a call. Again, this is for you guys. This just tells you where everything is, what tank's going to what. On the back side here, I write it up. Summer setup on your valves for your water heater. It's a 2-valve setup. They're open with the line. They're open to the tank, okay? If they're going across it like this, it's closed or bypassed. And it's actually like a loop in there. I can't draw it very good, so this is kind of my version. For winterizing, you want to go with the line or the loop that you got. By doing that, it bypasses that water heater. 2 gallons RV antifreeze for winterization, okay? And again, that's for you guys. It's a cheat sheet, tells you your tire torque, pressure, all that good stuff. So them are for you. This sheet here is our virtual demo page. Again, my name's Luke here at Hamilton RV. If you guys have any questions, our phone number here is 989-752-6262. I got, you know, any questions, I'm pretty good about answering, so just let me know. Or if you're interested in anything installed by that matter, give me a call as well. Furrion backup cameras, and these prices here, just so you guys are aware, everything is subject to change because of COVID. Things are coming in all weird pricing. Okay, it's up and down. So give me a call, and I'll gladly give you an accurate quote of what the stuff costs to install if you want it. Slide covers are sold in 6-inch increments. I'd have to get a measurement and give you an accurate quote on that. You know, vent covers, and again, prices fluctuate, so just give me a call and I can let you know the accurate price on that stuff. Surge protection. This is a hardwire surge protector. You can do plug and play stuff. It's cheaper. You can get them for as little as $100. Real big difference between the $100 surge protector and this one is the $100 surge protector. When something happens, you have a power surge, you throw it away, you buy another one. Where this is hardwired in, you don't have to worry about somebody stealing it, or these are resettable, so they're reusable. You know. So again, I definitely would recommend the hardwire with a monitor, because the monitor is kind of where you're getting all your information. It tells you when or what happened or how your surge happened, what's causing the problems, how many volts, amps you're using, drawing. I mean, all that. It gives you that breakdown. So, lend a hands, tongue jack, bike rack. You can put a bike rack on the front. Then we offer paint and fabric protection. So basically, paint and fab. Inside, any vinyl, leather, fabric, or carpet gets treated. You get a 5-year warranty from any kind of rips, tears, stains, or burns on the inside. And on the outside, we spray it with a ceramic coating, and that's actually put on your awning fabric as well. So with that on there, you're protected from any kind of sun damage on the awning or the trailer, any kind of paint fade. It makes washing easier. Then black streaks won't stick. And again, that's a 5-year warranty outside and a 5-year warranty on the inside from any kind of rips, tears, stains, and burns. If you want to roll that into your finance, generally it can be done. You're talking $15 to $20 a month difference in your payment. Last thing we offer is our extended service contract. And basically the way that works, so Jayco has a 2-year manufacturer warranty. So once your manufacturer warranty would be up, you're going to get the extended. They call it a 7-year warranty, but it's only good for a total of 7 years. First 2 years is burned up through Jayco, so you're technically buying 5 additional years of warranty coverage. With that warranty coverage, it covers all the major mechanical parts of your camper, from your furnace, your fridge, air conditioning, water heater, water pump, LP system, water lines, fittings, tanks, your slide motors, mechanisms. There's parts in the suspension, parts in the hubs. I believe the TV's covered in that. You know, basically the mechanics of your camper, the mechanical stuff in your camper is covered under that. So if something were to happen, I mean, it does give you something to fall back on. You pay a deductible. There's 2 things I like about it. One is prorated. So 3 years from now, you decide you don't want it, you cash that warranty out, you get your money back. Whatever you haven't used from that 7 years. So the other cool thing is it covers a mobile service. So as long as you're more than 40 miles, it's like 40 or 50 miles from Hamilton RV, you can have a mobile service come out and service your camper. So if you're, say, in the UP and your slide won't come out or your slide won't come in, whatever the case may be, you call a mobile guy up, he comes out, he services your camper, you pay your deductible, which I believe is like $200. Once that's paid, then you know, he'll fix your camper. You pay $200, you're good to go. You know, it's kind of a nice feature. It's covered nationwide and in Canada, so if you decide you want to travel the country, covered under that warranty. It's kind of great. You know, if you're in California and something breaks, you can still get it fixed, and you're not stranded, you know, or paying a ton of money out of pocket. So again, definitely something I like to recommend. Generally, rolling that extended service contract into your payment, you're looking between $30 and $35 a month to add that. So, and it really depends on your finance, from short term, long term. I mean, it all depends on financing, but the average cost here is normally between $30 and $35 a month, just somewhere in there. So again, if that's something you guys are interested in, just let me know. Again, my name's Luke here at Hamilton RV. Our number is 989-752-6262. Again, if you're interested in anything installed or you have questions, please give me a call. Otherwise, congratulations on your purchase, guys, and have a wonderful day.